Hey everyone, here we are in Ayres Rock. This is the paid scenery. I think it's really amazing. So, when you look at the actual textures, the detail, you name it, it's pretty cool. So this is like basically, let's flick it across. You can have a little look around. You got some little nice helicopters. They've got the scenery's done over there. You can see that's the what do you call it, like the fire station slash tower. And over here there's a couple of Qantas links. Someone's arriving in a bus, and then you've got the, maybe I can have a look over, zoom up, go around, you can have a little look. You've got Ayres Rock or airport, and then there's Uluru. And as you come across, you can see they've done the car park, which is pretty cool. And I love the solar panels on the roof here. This is a really cool, nice little airport, and they've done a really good job of modeling it. So let's go down. Yeah, and you can sort of see all the people. You've got the airplanes. I think there's a Qantas link here. Pretty cool, ready to go. What's this guy doing? Dabbing by the looks of things. Yeah, and today we're going to be flying from Ayres Rock Airport in the F-15 with no wheels, but they just spawned. So yeah, have a look at this. This is the F-15 Eagle. Now I don't suppose you get many of these outside of from Ayres Rock Airport, but we're going to spool it up in a second. So you should hear it going in a sec. It cranks, the engine's cranks, so it's really loud. But I probably have to go into the actual aircraft itself to get it to actually do that. So we're going to go into the cockpit and we'll have a little look. Bear with me. So here we go. So it is very, very noisy. And when I go into the cockpit, as it's spooling, I'm going to make sure I put this parking brake on, because if you don't, it goes careering into the coffee shop. So what'll happen is, unless you actually spool the engines properly, now there was a bug with it, which only meant that you can actually do it by the startup. You couldn't do it manually, something to do with oil pressure. But yeah, looks like it's ready to go. It takes a while though, so enjoy. Who's this guy? Come and give us a parking ticket, I won't be surprised. No, he's speeding. Slow down, pal. So we'll head outside. You can't go anywhere until both engines are spooled. Bus. Where's he going? Alright, that's us. We're good to go. Alright, so I'm going to ask air traffic control for clearance to leave. Okay. Now, I'm not sure why, but I think the engine's just spooled down. Oh, don't mind me. Yep, that's bizarre. Don't know why. I think we might have got a problem here. No. That bus has not got a clue where it's going. I'm not quite sure what he's playing at. But for some weird reason then the engine's shut down. You do not want to get into that backwash pile. So we've got clearance to leave, air traffic control, just waiting again to everything to get out of the way basically. And then we're going to head off to Alice Springs. Come on pal, let's go. Alright, we're in business. Yep. Alright, we're going to roll out. There's definitely a problem with this engine. Right, it's done it again. It's like having a car that stalls. Why is it doing that? Okay, let me just check. Yeah, we've got something wrong with the engines. I don't know what it is. But we're not going anywhere. I wonder if we can ask that guy from Qantas if he's got any baggage he could spare. I'm going to try one more time, and if the engine doesn't fire this time, I'm going to jump out and restart. That bus is still going around and round in circles. So we managed to get all of about 200, well no, let's just say 50 meters before we had to, the engine stalls. And I've got a feeling it's something to do with having the Xbox controller attached. Because ever since I've had that installed, it suddenly starts stopping. So hopefully, in a minute, we'll be able to get out. I'm not even sure. Oh no, the throttle's working, but as soon as you throttle down, yep, we've got a problem. And I don't know what it is. So I'm going to restart. So I'm going to go all the way back to the menu. Such a pain. This thing has got so many bugs in it. I don't know, the developers must be losing their nut because it's just so many things that can go wrong. So I'm going to set Ayres Royal Connellan as the departure, and we're going to go to Alice Springs, and in the F-15 it's a 43-minute journey. I'm going to go VFR direct, and this time, you know what, sod it, I can't wait again. I'm going to go to the get a 31, start right on the runway, because that's just a pain in the backside, and hopefully the engine will be spooled and there won't be a problem and it'll all be good. So it's 180 nautical miles northeast of here, where we are. And this airport, you can zoom in, you can see there is actually live. I've got live traffic switched on, so if there is any live traffic in the area, you'll actually see it, which is the same as the real world, which is pretty cool. So let's hope this time that the engine doesn't crap out. Not quite sure what's happening. So that's what's happening with most planes. You just have like the engine just like start, and then you push the throttle forward and it would just stop. I don't know whether it's having multiple devices plugged in or what, but it is proper annoying. You just have to restart again. Alright, here we go. So hopefully we are spooled up, ready to go. And yeah, I'm going to put the brakes on just for a second, because I can still hear the engine spooling up. I'll put the parking brake on. So this thing's not ready to go yet. You're meant to have the throttle there. You can just see the throttle on the left hand side. It's meant to be at an inch. Okay, I think It's now or never, right? So we'll release the parking brake. I really don't want afterburners, so can you see how much this thing's playing up? Oh my god, it's all over the place. I'm trying very hard to keep it on the straight and narrow, but there's only one engine. This thing is all over the place. Oh, how annoying. Yep, it's definitely glitched. So I'm going to go into these bushes and stack it. Okay, let's try that one more time. I don't know what's the matter with it. It doesn't seem to want to work. I'm going to wait, because I think the problem is that just looking at it, both engines need to be going, and what happened there was only one engine was happening. So when you see that sort of heat haze from both, let's put the brakes on. It could just be that I might have to restart the entire simulator. If you try and take off with anything other than both engines set to the same power, it'll just flip out completely. So while we're waiting for them to spool up, let's see if I can change the viewpoint. And we'll zoom out, have a little look. Alright, it'll all go quiet, and I think once it's gone quiet, that means that the engines are just on idle. Okay, let's just try it. How do I get back to my viewpoint? Here we go. Let's get a nice shot of the runway. Going to release the brakes. You see the rudders flickering. Alright, I really don't want to overpower this because it'll just spin off the runway. It's flaky enough as it is. Oh baby, come on baby, let's go, let's go. Up, 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 up. Oof. Alright, gears up. We're off. Tell me that is not the engine's cutting out. What is going on? Alright, it looks like we're up. And on our way to Ayres Springs. Okay, I'm just going to check the map. Yep, we're way off. Pull this back round. This thing really shifts as well. So I'm going to try and get to about 10,000. And then back on course because we seem to have gone way off. Alright. I think between here and Ayres Springs there's literally just Uluru. This might be the world's most boring flight in a long litany of boring flights. So, hopefully just get this going. Just to make it more interesting, I'm going to put some clouds on. Blazing sun. Let's go with broken clouds. How's that? That's better. Alright, so we're heading back over the airport now. I'm going to climb up above these clouds. Alright, now we're in business. So I'm going to try the autopilot. Is there an autopilot? I don't think there is. I'm just going to have a little look down here. No, I'm still climbing like a nut job. Dial this right back. But we're on our way. This thing just wants to go up and up and up. Oh, you tell me what happened there. This thing is so bugged. Come on, buddy. Right. Now it's not letting me descend. Wow. At least we're heading in the right direction, right? Oh my god, look at the trim characteristics. Nope. Alright, hopefully... Oh my goodness. Just trying to get it to go straight and steady. Here we go. Alright. Let's take a look around. Some beautiful scenery, right? Yeah, the drone camera is amazing. Alright, I do have a map actually. It tells me exactly where we are. Which might be useful, and I probably should have switched it on. Okay, so now I've got a map. I can see where we're going, and we're heading in the right direction, so that's good. Not again. See how that left engine's playing up? Oh god, what is going on here? Okay, I literally can't do anything. I think I'm gliding. Oh, I think I'm in trouble. This thing doesn't want to stay in the air. Oh, it's all over the place. All right. answers on a postcard why that thing's firing off. I have no idea, but I tell you what, I'm in the middle of nowhere and this thing really doesn't want to stay in the air. I see a little bit of cloud popping. The head-up display is wrecked. You can't tell how fast you're going. But if you do go too fast, there is a speed brake, or spoiler, whatever you want to call that, which is engaged. You can switch it on. There you go, and you'll suddenly just drop back, lose all your speed, bleed off the speed plate. There you go. That's better. I feel like the engines have... Yeah, I feel like the engines are working now. I knew something was up. So annoying. The drone camera, that's why. Basically the controller on the Xbox. Oh, this model, man, that's too quick, too slow. Let's put the speed brakes on. I've lost any means of controlling the view. Try that. And the engine just keeps flaming out. So this will be the third time I've started this engine. I feel like I'm... Is it still on? You have got to be kidding me. Okay, I'm going to start the engines while I'm gliding. This is the world's most expensive glider. Come on, buddy, kick in. At least it's a nice day for it. I don't know why. I have no idea why the engines keep stopping. But if I've got to get to Alice Springs in this thing, I really need some engines to be working. So what you'll see is the flames start shooting out the back. That noise is the crank. So the engines are cranking up. Come on, I'm literally just gliding. Come on. Let's go. One. I want both. Seriously. I don't know whether this is a built-in malfunction or whether this thing's absolutely just knackered, because I can't keep it up in a straight line. It's making all the right sounds. Come on. Alright. I think we're in business. Okay. So, unless I'm missing something, there's no reason now why this thing shouldn't be good to go. Let's get above the clouds. Alright. So if you look on the head-up display, good luck with that, because who the hell can read that? It's just reading 0 miles per hour. So there's a few problems with this plane, or the model anyway. I mean, it looks fantastic, don't get me wrong. It looks absolutely amazing. I'll check out this down below us. I'm going to dial it back because this thing's all over the place. The trouble is, if I dial it back too much, it stalls. And the trim shot on it. Alright, let's have a look. Alright, I think it's working. That is a good shot. Oh, have a word. You can't, I mean, the models might be broken, there's a lot of bugs in it, but that is a beautiful game. So if you, I don't think anybody's watching, but this is, we're going from Ayres Rock, Cornelia Airport to Alice Springs, where I'm hoping the runway is long enough to actually land on it. So yeah, so we're just gonna keep flying, hopefully. I'll just let you enjoy the view there. Some view. Okay, looking at the map, we are heading for the Finke Gorge National Park. If that means anything to anybody, that's what we're flying over now. There's not a lot, I'll be honest with you. I'm going to come down a little bit because I'm going to put the air brakes on because I really don't want to overstress it. So we'll head down. Get down a bit lower. Well, that was a hair-raising first 20 minutes. Engine stalls, one engine, two engine flameouts before we even got 20k into the flight. Well, we're going to come down. We try and move power now to the. Alright, now the afterburners have kicked in. Okay, retract this. Yeah, I feel like it just wants to go, like it literally, like a racehorse. I've got no idea how fast we're going because the head-up display looks like it doesn't want to work anymore. That's stuck at 0. I've stalled it again. I don't understand why it just literally just stops. Now I've got to crank the engine back up again. Coming down through the clouds and we're going too fast, so I'm going to put the speed brakes on. Now the head-up display's finally started working, which is nice. That's what is going on. Now the aircraft has decided it just wants to kick left all the time. What is wrong with this thing? I'm not feeling the love for it, I have to be honest. The head-up display is shot. What a man, oh man. Anyway, this is Wallace, where we are now. Wallace Rock Hole. Let's get down and have a look. Let's have a look at Wallace Rock Hole. So don't overstress it. So I think with the head-up display, if you go over a certain speed, it'll crap out. So if you go over like Mach 1, it just disappears. But the weird thing is, it's almost like when you, I'm doing 242 now. The weird thing is that when you look at the head-up display, it's almost as if they've put 2, like it's superimposed on top of itself. It's very strange. I've come down lower now, so we can do some low-level flying. There's not a lot of hills. Oh, you're not going to believe what's happened. The engine's failed again. I'm going to have to land this. Oh, great. The engines have flamed out. You've got to be shitting me. This is going to burn. Got no engines. Bye, everyone. How annoying was that? I don't know what is the matter with this thing. It just keeps... The engine just keeps stopping. We'll try one more time. See what happens. Ugh. If anybody's watching, give us a shout. Say hello in the chat, just so I know I'm not talking to myself like a nutter. See, I think, like, watch this, look. Throttles up, throttles back. But the actual plane itself isn't ready to go. So I don't know whether, well, you know what, I might check. I'm starting to hate that plane. Let's just go and have a look. Let's try something different. You know what? I'm going to go to Sydney. There's not a lot happening up there. So let's go world map. And I'd get rid of that. And do you know what? I love this plane. I really like. I love this plane. They actually did a good job with this one. This is the Aramaki MB339. It actually works for a start. Let's go. Shall we? Do you know what? I quite like this one. It reminds me of the red arrows. Okay. Select departure airport. Let's have a look for Kingsford, Smith. Oh, no. You know what? This traffic here is live traffic. So any of the traffic you see here, RSCU, whatever that is a real plane in real time going to Bankstown. But there was, where's that airport? No one's allowed to go to Perth, so forget that. There's a little airport that everybody, is it here? St. Bart's or something? St. Bart's, here it is. This airport is the one where everybody, let's do a little flight here. This is the airport where everybody stands underneath it in their bikinis. So I'm going to say delete departure. I'm going to go from this one. So set as departure, and then we'll fly over to this one and set the arrival there. So that's a 9-minute flight. What the hell, let's give it a go. Alright, what weather should we have? Let's make it nice and sunny because it's a bit depressing. So actually we'll go a few clouds. We'll see if we can make it nice in the morning. 5, and that looks like it's going to be too dark. 6, too early for everybody? Right, get up, you lazy bastards. Alright, let's try this. Let's try this. I reckon now, I'm so jack of that F-15. The model itself just pants. So let's give this another go. Sorry about that. I was getting quite into flying around. It's too much idle work. 5 stalls, and there's no way I had that throttle. I had that throttle set to 50%. All right, here we go. Check this place out. You know what? I'm never going to get off. I'm never going to get off that runway. Not in this thing. That was a poor choice. Wait, this is just not going to happen, is it? It's too small. And that, that's a pain. All right, I love this plane, but I wonder if I can start in the air. You know what? Sod it. Let's just go for it. Now I reckon. Hang on, let's have a look. Do you reckon I can go back a bit and get a bit of speed up? It's do or die, isn't it? Let's see. Do you know what? I'm going to have to start the entire simulator again because I've got no throttle. This is a pain in the backside. So many bugs. So many bugs. Quit to desktop. You are a pain in my ass. We're just going to have to try again. Which is a nightmare because it takes for hours to load up. And in that time, let's try again. So, I really want to love this, and I love flying when it works. But when it doesn't work, it's the most annoying piece of shit on the planet. Okay. So I'm going to try again. And this time, it's going to work. And this time, I'm going to do some amazing flying. And I'm not going to worry about stacking it. And I want to see everybody on the edge of that airport in St. Bart's. And when I get this working properly, I'm going to work out how you can put like other displays on and maps and stuff like that, and other cool stuff like other streamers do. I'm just practicing at the moment. I really haven't got a clue. I don't think I've ever had a message. Send us a message if you're watching, if anybody's watching. I can't tell. All right. This has got one viewer. I think whenever I've got one viewer, that's just me. If not, and it is somebody else, just have a little hello in the stream. just to let me know I'm not on my own. Alright. Takes forever and a day, this sim. Here we go. So there's a lot of problems. I think because I've got the gamepad as well to be able to do the camera, it's made it all go pear-shaped. It's not working anymore. So I'm hoping that, because I didn't start it halfway through, if you're going to do this, have your gamepad switched on before you start the sim, if that makes sense. Because if you don't, it just chucks everything out of whack. So you just got to have everything set up ready to go before you try it. Now I'm going to try and take off from that airport again. You know what? Maybe I'll go to that original airport. That'll work better. 6 hours later, when this is loaded up, we'll be able to start. Okay. Come on, come on, come on. I don't know. Anybody watching this, if you've already got this sim, make sure you've got a kick-ass computer, because if you don't have a kick-ass computer, it is next to awful. They're going to new update as well. I'm really looking forward to the new update. The new update is the UK update. Oh my god, I can't wait. And they've put it back for it's delayed by a week. I think probably because there was some sort of problem with the Bing Maps, and that's how it runs off Bing Maps. But yeah, that is going to be an amazing update. I can't wait for that. And I can go home. I can see my hometown all in its Technicolor glory. And apparently they're going to do London. They're going to model London properly, add some new airports and stuff like that. That'd be cool. And what I think is amazing as well is like the amount of stuff that's coming out now. If you're doing anything like using this, FlightSim.2 is amazing. It's got so many liveries, so many cool free stuff, and the modding community for this is getting really, really good. There's so much stuff happening. It's awesome. All right. Sorry about this if anybody is watching. It's just got to go through this painful process like ripping off a plaster, except ripping off a plaster is quick and this is mind-numbingly slow. But I'm hoping that what this will do is reset the joystick and the throttle and everything, and we'll be good to go again. Yeah, I don't know what that problem is. I think the developers are working on, there's a list. What's really interesting, there's a list of you can go online and have a look at what most people have said they want to do to fix, and the list is as long as your Johnson. Sorry, that might have been a bit rude. I don't know how long your Johnson is. Let's go here, right? Set. Let's do this one. I'm going to go from St. Bartholomew's. I think this is the one where everybody's waving with their bikinis on the edge of the runway. And then I'm going to try and just go to, I'll set here as the arrival. Alright, so let's give it a go. So hopefully it won't take till Christmas and we'll be able to take off without dumping it in the ocean, which is what I'm pretty good at. Like, I literally reckon I've probably crashed more than I've landed. So if you were looking for some piloting tips, this is not the place to come to, because I'm doggo, and I openly admit that. I think, do you know what would be better if I could start at the top there? Ooh, look at me and my mate in the cockpit, loving it, sick. All right, here we go. This looks like a really short runway. Okay. I don't even think I've got the right place. Alright, ready guys? I am not loving this because it looks as though it's just done it again. What the f... You've got to be shitting me. What is going on? Do you know what? I'm going to take out this thing. Is it? Let me try and disconnect the... That thing's gone tits up. Right, I've disconnected my controller. I think that's what's causing the problem. So... Hang on a second, this is challenging. Disconnect it properly, fully disconnect it, reconnect the joystick. Oh my god, this is annoying. Oh, now the whole thing's crapped out. I think I'm going to call this a day because this is just not happening. Nah, something has gone definitely wrong. What is going on here?